and they won't be easily appeased. Mayini Jones, BBC News, Lagos.
Let's discuss this further with Teniola, who's a policy analyst specialising in Nigeria, currently based in Dakar in Senegal. When we see those scenes in Nigeria, the protesters on the street, it's been quite a tumultuous week for the country. Explain to us how significant you feel this movement is.
Well, first of all, I think that it's the first time that the current generation of young Nigerians, so the Nigerian Gen Zs, if you like, are participating in the democratic process. So many of them are just coming to the age where they can actually vote, and they are participating actively in demanding for change. So I think it's really important. And I think that the outcome of these protests are going to be very significant as well, because I think it's going to determine to what extent they continue to participate in this process. If they feel defeated after this, then I think that the apathy may even increase.
And you talk about the protesters being quite young, relatively young. When it comes to this building the momentum, social media has been very significant.
Yes, exactly. So social media, there's this concept called imaginaries where you see something, but then because you have the internet, then a lot of people can connect to the same thing. So for example, what drew me into the protest was the video of the woman that was shot in the mouth. She had a gaping hole in her cheek. So I think that Nigerians all over the world, young Nigerians all over the world, wherever they are, see these images, they see the reports of people getting killed, people getting extorted, and then they all rally around this movement. So it's been really important. Also, I think that it's been a tool for organizing. So we know about some of the women that have been at the forefront of leading this protest, of mobilizing resources. I think at the last time I checked, it was about $170,000 that has been raised, and even some Bitcoin. When the donation link went down, a Bitcoin link was set up, and then also providing resources to the protest. So now you have protests supplied with food, with drink, even with security detail, because there were some hoodlums attacking the protesters. So I think that social media has been important for organizing and also for amplifying the voices. There were some rumors that the Nigerian government may shut down the internet. They're not true. I don't think they're true. But then we're saying that even if the internet is shut down in Nigeria, the diaspora is going to fall in. We're going to continue calling out for change in the police force. So the internet and social media has been extremely important in sustaining and even in continuing this process.
Sure. And Teniola, we don't have very much time, but in a couple of sentences, you yourself have experienced the brutality of SARS.
Yes, I have. But I think that my experience has been very mild compared to many other people. I think it's mostly so what they do is that they force themselves into your vehicle and they try to extort money from you. I know there was a time when I refused. So normally they force you to drive somewhere and then you become a bit isolated. So I refused to drive in that particular direction. And then there was actually a struggle, with the steering wheel. And then there was an attempt to take the ignition out of the vehicle, even while the car was in motion and in the middle of traffic. So I don't really focus on my experience, but then the experience of others.